Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spangdahlem Air Base. The United States Air Force and the men and women of the 52nd Fighter Wing extend a warm welcome to the family and friends who have joined us today as we honor Major Christopher Howard on the occasion of this promotion to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. Presiding officer for today's ceremony is Colonel Scott Callisti, Commander, 52nd Mission Support Group. I am Technical Sergeant Robert McVickers, and I'll be your narrator for this morning's event. At the appropriate times throughout the ceremony, I'll provide cues when to stand and when to be seated. As a reminder to our guests during the playing of the national anthems, it is customary for military members in uniform to stand at attention and for civilian guests to place their right hand over their heart. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem and the invocation. Chaplain Guida, you offer the invocation for today's ceremony.
And of whom much is given, much is required. We rejoice today our Father with Major Christopher Howard, who has been honored by promotion to Lieutenant Colonel in the United States Air Force. As we have blessed him with this special trust, now endow him with added strength and wisdom to carry out his increased expectation. Help us always to keep in perspective the blessing that come our way, that as we accept the manifestation of your love and grace, we accept also the increased opportunities we have to serve. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We're fortunate today to have a number of distinguished special guests with us today. Major Howard's wife, Christy, and their daughter, Caitlin, and two of their sons, Colton and Cody. Casey, their oldest, is in Texas and couldn't be with us today. The Deputy Commander, 52nd Maintenance Group, Lieutenant Colonel Greg Buckner. Welcome also to the many Deputy Group, Squadron Commanders, Chiefs, and First Sergeants who are in attendance today. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the presiding officer for today's ceremony, Colonel Scott Calisi, Commander, 52nd Mission Support Group. Colonel Calisi.
Well, good morning all. Greg, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it, fellow commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, family, friends, and most importantly, Christy, Howard, and your kids. Thanks for being here today, Caitlin, Colton, Cody. We appreciate it. It's my distinct pleasure today to preside over Chris's promotion ceremony with you today. And I want to thank you, Chris, too, for this opportunity. Any day a commander gets to do a promotion is a great day, so thank you for that. You know, I was certain Chris was the right leader for the 52nd Communications Squadron, and I can also clearly see why the Air Force chose him to move to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. And he clearly has shown the potential and capability to serve at this level. And again, we're glad to welcome you and your family to this group and the 52nd Fighter Group. Now, Chris' accomplishments jumped off the pages, but let's begin with what really matters, his family, Christy and the kids. Now, I'm told there's a little rocky start between these two. Chris actually asked Misty out in the 9th grade, and she decided okay, and she put up with him for about 3 days, and then immediately dumped him. Ouch, I think of Mark, Chris. I mean, I recovered from that in 9th grade, but you know, that just shows that at an early age, he was a tough kid. He just kept coming back for more. So he was determined to win her back. So just about a year after they graduated, she agreed, yeah, okay, I'll give this guy a second chance. So at the age of 19, she gave Chris one other chance, and this time he did not blow it. So next year, they're happy to announce that they celebrate their 20th year of marriage. But Christy tells me he's still on probation. So I think that's a good idea. Always keep him on guard. Now, in 1994, as we continue the Christy and Chris saga, they started with the first son, Casey, added him to the family. He's an amazing football star, an athlete. He has lots of interest, and he hopes to join the family next year. We'll be welcoming him with the team as well. And then shortly after that, in 1998, Caitlin came along really to steal Casey's toys and to steal her daddy's heart. And I can tell you, she succeeded on both counts. She's an amazing student, and I understand she's an accomplished cheerleader. And we're hoping that she will bring our cheer program at Pittsburgh High School to the next level. So then, a few years later, Colton joins the team from Lackland, and he follows in Casey's athletic footsteps. He's already playing football, and I understand he already scored his first touchdown. So he's doing great, and a welcome addition to the family. And then finally, Cody comes along while the family was at Camp Smith, Hawaii. So when you're born on an island, you kind of have to have things that you kind of do on an island. So I understand you love to fish. So we look forward to, there's lots of opportunities here in Germany for you to do that as well. So I know that our family is very proud of their dad today. We're all very proud of him, and we're thankful for their support that has enabled Chris to be part of a team that has accomplished some amazing results throughout his career. For example, as the AWAC software test director, very early on in his career as a lieutenant, he was integral to the operational test flight, winning the ACC Von Karman Award, which is a science and technology and engineering award for accomplishments in defense aerospace. Not an easy award to win. He was recognized during his ORI as a superior performer. As aide to Major General McGee, commander of the Air Force Doctrine Center, he was named the AFDC CGO of the Year. While at Lackland in the 37th Communications Squadron, he was selected to attend the ATC Torch Look seminar for emerging leaders where the CV said, I only let the top 1% of CGOs in the command attend this seminar. And as his group commander later said, he's my number 1 of 66 CGOs and a key contributor to the squadron winning Best Communications Squadron at AETC in 2004. As the Chief of Current Operations Division for the Special Operations Command, he again earned FGO of the Year honors for Best Communications Officer and a number 1 of 7 Joint Service Officers, and incredibly, number 3 of 73 joint officers across the entire Special Operations Command against leaders from the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps. The Howards then moved on to Air Force Base Command in the summer of 2009, and the successes continue to pile up. While at the headquarters, Chris deployed to Afghanistan. Missy held down the fort at home. And during this deployment to Afghanistan, his 06 Army commander said, "He is my number 1 of 310 joint officers for executing an amazing communications plan, linking me to all of the smaller FOBs and ensuring communications to all of our forces engaged." When he returned to Air Force Space Command, the headquarters named him Headquarters Field Grade Officer of the Year for the A889. He was the Command Communications and Information FGO of the Year and a member of the Team of the Year for that year as well. This exceptional record of wins is what brought Chris here today, the 52nd Fighter Wing, to lead the 52nd Communications Squadron. Winners in their own right, best in UC, an incredible team. And as I said at the change of command, Chris is an officer clearly ready, willing, and abundantly capable to lead this communications squad. So without further delay, let's pin on this highly deserving communications expert, leader, and airman. Thank you. Publish your orders.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the publishing of the orders. Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Air Force, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Major Christopher M. Howard. In view of these special qualities and his demonstrated potential to serve in a higher grade, Major Christopher M. Howard is appointed to the grade of Lieutenant Colonel, United States Air Force, effective 1 August 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Christy, Kaylin, Colton, and Cody, will you please come forward to pin on the new rank? As part of the promotion ceremony, it is an Air Force tradition that the newly promoted officer reaffirms their commitment to the Air Force by retaking the oath of office. This oath reminds us of the serious obligation that the American servicemen and women make to the people of this great nation, Please stand as Colonel Callisti administers the oath of office to Lieutenant Colonel Howard.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I, Lieutenant Howard, having been appointed Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will well and correctly discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I now have the honor and distinctive pleasure of introducing for the first time Lieutenant Colonel Christopher M. Howard.
I probably don't need a microphone to talk because this is kind of it's not as big as the hangar, so the feedback shouldn't be too bad. But my mom and dad and my son and family back home, I got all kinds of emails early this morning on my BlackBerry, which I got a BlackBerry that works now. Thank you guys. They sent me all kinds of encouragement, and it's good to start the day off that way. So we're going to put this on YouTube so they can see it. We thought about doing Skype. I thought about doing it this morning, but it was probably too late. So just to thank a few folks, the reception and everything I've gotten from this whole team, the squadron, the group. I've interacted with some of your folks on the basic, the cops, but nothing bad. I locked myself out of the building the other day, and here you guys have really been over backwards. I mean, finances, everything has just been tremendous. But first of all, I think it's important to recognize kind of priorities, how I have things in my life. First, I gotta thank God because He just continues to bless my family. I'm so fortunate to be here. I don't take any of this for granted. I think about when the places we've been, a lot of folks would say, I'm getting all the good assignments, and it's really true. I mean, going to Hawaii, that was a great assignment. I enjoyed my time in San Antonio. And I was told, you're not going back overseas. And then I get this phone call from Colonel Callisti and AFPC, their infinite wisdom, told me a fib, and here we are again overseas in Germany. I tell you, it's everything that I heard it was. I'm really excited to be here. Thank Colonel Callisti, sir. Thank you so much for the kind words. It's an honor. It means a lot to us to have somebody, and seen some places where you ask the presiding officer, hey, can you do this for me? And they do that sigh and just not really excited to do it, but I don't get that from you, sir. You're very, I'm going to enjoy working for you. I really am. I thank you. I got to thank the club. I really appreciate them going and doing all this stuff. This kind of a short notice. Commanders, I appreciate you guys coming. I know you get a lot on your plates. Chief, thank you. I got to thank the planning team that put all this stuff together. I feel sorry for Sergeant Nobody. He didn't. We just started planning this, I think, like a week ago, and so he did a tremendous job throwing this together. I would have just assumed not done anything at all, but I wanted to publicly thank you, everybody else that you pulled together, proffers, MC, escorts, Sergeant Kegler, let me borrow his tripod again, photographer. Thank you guys for all this. To the men and women of the comm squadron, I appreciate you guys. I'm supposed to try to keep this short, but only have like 20 minutes to talk this afternoon, and that's going to be trouble for me. The rumor is true. I can babble on for a long time. So Chief's he's giving me the look now, so I got to keep moving along. Make sure I'm not leaving anybody off. Family. My parents, I'm thankful for them. I know they'd be here if they could. And most importantly, though, are the ones that are sitting here now. My wife, Christy, has been here every step of the way. We should be coming up on like our 25-year anniversary. She just would have stuck with it. Ninth grade. But I always thought that she was the one, and she is. She's still here. She's a trooper hanging in there. Our oldest, we're thinking of him today. I know he would love to be here with our granddaughter and future daughter-in-law, Jaslyn and Janessa. To my daughter, Kaylin, she's my one and only princess. She doesn't like me saying that and is looking forward to getting back to school because she doesn't know anybody. She's ready to jump on these youth trips going out to Paris and everything, but I'm just not ready for her to leave. Colton and Cody, you guys are behaving, so that's all I needed you to do today. They're bouncing off the walls. We've been living in TLF here. We got about 2.5 weeks left, and there's no trampoline, but we got a bunch of beds, and they're making little wrestling rings and everything. So hopefully we don't tear it up. Kat's not here, so she won't get upset. Thank you guys, though. I hope I didn't leave anybody off. Believe it or not, I almost forgot about today because I was so focused on things today. The commander's call. I'm going to save all that good stuff, and I'm going to talk really fast. And it's going to be a fast-moving train. We'll save all that, though, for this afternoon. I really appreciate you guys attending today, and I look forward to coming around and seeing your work centers because you will see me there, I promise you. And you guys all got to come see me anyway. So thank you for attending. Thank you.
I knew I almost forgot something. Okay, now I think I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. We invite you to congratulate Lieutenant Colonel Howard and his family in the receiving line at the back of the room and stay for the reception. Please stand for the playing of the Air Force song and the departure of the official party.